We've got some Series 2 baseball. Thank you for that. It's also Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Let's do this. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. I decided to pick up some Series 2 baseball from Walmart. Grabbed just a single fat pack, just because the fat packs in Series 1 were not good to us. So, Lone Ranger here, $6.99 per pack at Walmart. Had to grab a couple hanger packs. These definitely were not bangers for Series 1 either. These are $12.99 at Walmart. Again, I only grabbed two just because Series 1 were just not so good to us. So we're going light. That's the theme for today. We went light. Grab two blasters. These are $24.99 at Walmart. I think you get the sun parallels in these. Hopefully we can find, one of the case hits, the heavy lumber, maybe a home field advantage. We will always take an autograph or any kind of mem cards. But the blasters definitely were not good to us in Series 1 either. So, common theme. Hopefully we can just pull something out of Series 2 today. But we'll start with the fat pack. Again, these were $6.99 at Walmart. At the time of recording this, it is still Father's Day. So, happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Hopefully you had a nice and relaxing weekend. I know I got to hang out with my fam. Got to go to the driving range with my son. So just kind of hung out, had a nice relaxing day. Can't really complain at all about that. Only downside to the Father's Day was my Tigers got beat. Kind of our own fault with a couple errors and Ellie De La Cruz popping a couple home runs in on us, but still a good day either way. The sun was out. Can't really complain about that. Looks like we have an All-Star American League 35th anniversary David Ortiz. Then our stars, the MLB. Yeah, the fat packs, in my experience, have always been kind of hard to hit anything decent out of. Last year, we were able to pull, I think, a couple autographs out of them, so they weren't too bad. But again, Series 1, it's just kind of scared me ripping anything retail for Series 2 just because, again, Series 1 was not very kind to us at all. I know the mega boxes, I think, are dropping this week. If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw them up on Target's website. So if you're interested in those, go take a look. I think they're $49.99 on their website, which normally means they should be stocking them on shelves this week or next week. So look out for those if you're looking for mega boxes. But let's see what's in this first hanger box. Again, hopefully these hangers can be some bangers this time around, but not really anticipating much. Had a Shohei in there. I am looking for Jackson Jobe rookie cards, being a Tigers fan. Got a Javi Baez. His season this year has definitely done a 180. Let's take a look at our diamond parallels. Garrett Mitchell, Max Muncy. Nothing too crazy there. I do like the look of those, though. Cal Ripken Jr. with our All-Star 35th. Have our stars of Major League Baseball, as always. OPS leaders, Corey Seager. Kind of a cool-looking insert. And the rest is base. Did get a handful of Tigers in that pack, so nothing too crazy. I think we'll move on to the blaster, save the other hanger pack for the end. But let me know down in the comments, have you ripped the blasters, the hangers, the fat packs. What have you pulled? I know you can pull, awesome cards out of these. I see it all over social media. There are other people, of course, who rip a lot more baseball than I do that, are pulling some really, really awesome autographs and patch autograph cards, low-numbered parallels, but we've just not seemed to have found any kind of luck with Series 1, and again, hopefully Series 2 can change that, but there's a Jackson Jobe. We'll take that. Be nice to get a parallel of him for my PC, but we'll start with a base. A Jaron Duran, James Outman on the back of that pack. Again, I always love ripping base tops. It is one of my favorite things to rip, even though it's not very exciting. Will Wagner here with our Sun parallel. Yeah, it brings me back to kind of my childhood. I grew up around baseball and hockey cards. We have a Carlos Correa here. Wyatt Langford with the Stars. Major League Baseball. Summertime Superstars. Kind of a cool looking insert there. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything better than sitting back on a weekend, having some baseball cards, watching a few baseball games, and just ripping and having fun. I think it's what cards are all about. Again, I've not had any luck with Series 1 or Series 2 so far, but I keep coming back to it. It is just one of those kind of staples if you are a baseball collector. Got a Bo Naylor with our Sun parallel there. I am interested in picking up some of the Fanatics blasters just because they do have the redemptions for... Oh, got a Roki Sasaki with the 35th there. Take that. Riley Green. But yeah, they have the redemptions for the game-worn apparel. So jerseys, balls, autographed baseballs, bats. There's a whole list on their website of players that you can get a redemption for. And even though the odds of pulling one of those is probably really crazy, we have a backwards Cal Raleigh. It's not an autograph because it didn't say so on the back, but we have a pink 35th. Might be our best pull from this rip, unfortunately. Spencer Strider there, the Stars of Major League Baseball insert. Hopefully it's not the best pull, but again, my luck with tops this year has just not been so great, so it would not surprise me. Let's see if we can find anything else in these last two packs. Got a Walker there with our Sun parallel. Kind of like that parallel. Nice and bright. Some of the parallels over the last few seasons have been kind of hit or miss, at least in my opinion. These ones don't look terrible. Got a Bryce Harper there with the OPS leader. Yamamoto. Last pack of our first blaster here. Again, nothing to write home about. Hopefully there's a little last pack magic. There's a Glaber in there. We do have a backwards card. Yariel Rodriguez with our Rainbow Hollow. Kobe Mayo. Yeah, so nothing too crazy. Hopefully Blaster 2 can change that. But again, I always have fun ripping Topps baseball, even as bleak as it's been. I mean, if you watch my channel, you know that I always rip pretty much every product SKU that comes out off camera. I don't rip a lot of it, but whenever I am with family or friends, it is one of those sets that you just bring a couple boxes with you. Everyone has a good time. So I was going to flip the cards there just because that first box, every Sun Parallel was upside down, but looks like these are all going in the right way. The Summer Superstars Rafael Devers, which I think I just saw that he was traded. Absolutely crazy to the Giants. I think the Red Sox just unfortunately wanted to ship him out of town. And the return they got for him was okay, but just kind of wondering if it was more of a salary contract dump. Because I do believe he was only in his second or third year of like a 10-year deal. So a lot of money on the back end. Had Billy Cook there with our Sun Parallel. But yeah, kind of a crazy trade in the middle of June. Paul Goldschmidt with the 35th. But yeah, let me know your thoughts if you are a Red Sox fan or a Giants fan. I definitely think if you're a Giants fan, you have that bat that you've been looking for quite some time. I think I was reading somewhere, forgot where it was, but pretty much since Barry Bonds and Buster Posey, the last two kind of perennial hitters that the Giants have had in their lineup. So I'm sure Giants fans are pretty excited to get someone like Devers, but not really sure where he's going to play. So I guess we'll find out this week. Got a Jackson Merrill, the OPS leader. Yeah, so far, Blaster 2, Jacob Wilson there. Blaster 2, definitely not any better than Blaster 1. These have all been kind of buns. Still got a pack after this. Let's see what's in this pack. Oh, we do have a backwards card. Jack Neely. Looks like probably a rainbow foil. Sasaki with the stars of Major League Baseball. All right, we're hoping for a little last pack magic here. Kind of a bummer when you don't really pull anything of substance. Frankie Montas with the Sun. Either way, I still have a blast ripping these Topps baseball cards. I know it's probably not the most exciting video when I don't pull anything, but have a Julio there. 35th All-Star, Rhett Lauder. All right, let's see if this last hanger box can change our luck today. Again, as of recording this, it is still Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Hopefully you got to rip a little baseball, some football cards, basketball cards, hockey cards, whatever you're into. If you're a baseball fan, hopefully you got to watch whoever it is that you root for. I know there were a ton of games on yesterday. It's always nice to go to the ballpark too, but unfortunately now that the Tigers are winning, of course, ticket prices have gone through the roof. So it's not as easy to get down to the park as it was in prior years, where you can get a few tickets for pretty much under $20, to be completely honest. But let's see what's in this last hanger pack, just getting through the base. I think I was able to hit pretty much all of my Tigers I was looking for. Let me know who you collect. If you collect all the players from your team, or if there's just specific players that you go after. Looks like we have a Bobby Witt here with our Summer Superstars. Again, I do like that insert. We have a backwards, just a base Albert Pujols, All-Star 35th. But we do have a sand glitter in here. Kansas City team card, Kyle McCann, Max Fried with the sand glitter. Nice looking insert. I'll definitely take that. He is having a fantastic year so far. Another Jacob Wilson, Sasaki. And it looks like that is going to do it for us here. So yeah, nothing. Oh, got a Shohei there at the end. Nothing too crazy. We'll sleeve these cards up, and we will see real quickly what we were able to pull out of our Series 2 blasters, hangers, and fat pack. All right, let's take a quick look. It's not a lot, but it was our first rip of Series 2 this year. I'm sure I will probably pick up a mega box or two. The Series 1 mega boxes were awful for us, but we will probably take a stab at them, to be completely honest.
You go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
All right, it's redemption time. Picked up another blaster, another hanger box. I had to go back to the store to grab some coffee. There were a ton of these sitting there. I figured, let's give Series 2 another shot at righting the ship. I don't really have much confidence in Series 2 producing anything, but figured, what the heck, might as well. These were at Target, which are the same price as Walmart, at least for the blasters. They're $24.99. Hanger boxes might have been $12.49, so a 50-cent difference, but Gavin Lux there with our Sun Parallel. Let's see what else we can find in this blaster. Looks like we have a Tarek Skubal, 35th anniversary. Definitely take that. Oh, looks like a Jackson Jobe on the back. Nice little Tigers pack there. Again, let me know your thoughts about Series 2. Have you ripped the hobbies, the jumbo hobbies, any of the retail boxes? Have you had any luck? There's a Roki there. Hopefully you have better luck than what I have. Looks like we have a Kerry Bonds. It's his nickname in Detroit. Kerry Carpenter with a sand glitter. We'll definitely take that. This blaster's already produced enough with me being a Tigers fan to where I know it's not worth $25, but I'm good. It's better than anything else we've pulled from any of the boxes earlier. Yeah, I don't mind those Sun Parallels. Let me know your thoughts. Got a Caminero Summer Superstars. Yeah, some of the parallels last year. And of course, with the Easter bunnies and all the Easter parallels, they were a little much. Of course, when Update Series, the end of the year came out, you had all your Halloween parallels. Some of them are kind of cool. Some of them are kind of gimmicky. Wyatt Langford there. Yeah, nothing too crazy with Series 2. You know, probably means I need to buy a hobby box or a jumbo hobby just to guarantee an autograph or two out of there. Because so far at the retail level, Series 1 and Series 2, just nothing crazy. Got a George Brett there, Riley Green. Again, I do have fun ripping it. I don't want to sound so negative. We were just not, must not be selecting the right boxes when we're at the store. Just makes it a little scary to, got a Torque there. Makes it a little scary to buy a whole case of this stuff. Or, you know, buy half the shelf when you're at the store. I know it's probably the only way you're going to guarantee any kind of numbered hit or autograph, unless you just you happen to have the hot hand and pick the right box. But I do know there are a few guys. Ooh, what do we have here? Looks like a dual James Wood, Dylan Cruz. It's our first one of these inserts. Not really sure what they're called. Dual debut. Yamamoto there. But yeah, unfortunately, there are a few guys who roam around my stores with scales. So they're weighing pretty much every blaster, every box that they can get their hands on. And I don't know if any of the baseball boxes can be weighted. Not really into that business, but I'm sure something's going on when, you know, these guys are bringing their scales every time they're at the store, and you see them literally weighing everything from baseball to football. Pokemon, if it's there. Just a bunch of weirdos. But let's see what we can find in this hanger pack. This is my favorite way to rip tops. Doesn't look like we have a mem or any kind of thick card. Thought that was a Jacob Wilson there for a second, just seeing the rookie logo and the A's. But again, let me know, what is your best pull out of Series 2? Have you had better luck than I have with it so far? I know my friends and family members that have been ripping it have also just not really hit anything too crazy. See what we have here for our goodies. Kenley Jansen, Mauricio, Yordan Alvarez with the All-Star. Looks like one of these dual inserts. Suzuki and an Imanaga. It's a cool looking insert. I'll give him that. Jackson Jobe there. Kumar Rocker, Blake Snell. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Again, still a good time ripping this stuff. Just wish we'd have a little bit of something to show for it, but sometimes that's just how it goes. It, for me at least, creates a little bit of a chase, you know, just to want to rip something, just to have something to show for it. But we're not going to go too crazy with Series 2. Again, we might grab a mega box or two, but we shall see. Let me know your thoughts. If you hung out for the entire video, thank you for doing so. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you have, it is much appreciated. And as always, good luck breaking.